Hello. Today we're going to be doing a full install on a, what do we got here? LED light, LED vanity light, 4-light brushed nickel finish, alabaster shade, glass shades. Was it by Feit Electric? Is that how you pronounce that? Where is it? It's over here in the corner here. Why am I not getting it? Come on. What the blazes? Okay, maybe a little bit further. Oh, hold on. Okay, so we got this over here. Here we are. What's that? There we go. Right here. Is that however you pronounce that? Feit Electric? Okay. So I was doing a video on this install, and because there wasn't anything online that I could really find, and I want to see how bright the LED is, and so I'm going to do this just in case someone else wants to know. So first of all, you got to take down the old light. So whenever you're doing stuff like this, you probably want to make sure you have some alternative lighting so you can see what you're doing. Fortunately, I do have some alternative lighting right here. Got me some LEDs in my shower there, and I don't know if you can see them there. Sometimes it's hard to manipulate this camera, but yeah, I got some LEDs in the camera, so I can shut off LEDs in the camera, LEDs in the shower. So I can shut this light off so I can work with it. Now, it's important whenever you're working with electricity, obviously, to shut the power off. Now, I don't like to do the breakers, maybe because I'm lazy, because then you gotta go out to the garage and blah, blah, blah. But shut it off at the light, and then get an electrical tester, which I need to run into the garage and get, just to make sure. Now, if all of your breakers are labeled, then it's super simple just to trip the one or whatever. But my breakers in this house are just crazy. It's hard. I mean, the light for this is wired to like a plug-in in the kids' room, and I don't know, whatever. And none of it's labeled anyway, so I like to just turn the power off at the switch. Where's the switches? There we go. Turn the power off at the switch. Test the lines with an electrical tester, and then just go to work. And make sure no little kid comes in and turns on the switch while you're working on it, hopefully. Anyway, be right back. Gonna get the electrical tester. Okay, I'm back. Got a few things that I think I probably need. Phillips head screwdriver, electrical tape, wire stripper, I don't know if I'll need it or not, electrical tester, some wire cutters, and a cup of Joe. Not too bad. Cold, but not too bad. Okay, so power's off to our light fixture there. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and unscrew the existing fixture, and then we'll pull that off of there, and we'll test the wires. Make sure there's nothing no crazy electrical connection still kicking off there while we're doing this. Okay, let's see. So okay. Yeah, looks like you can see that pretty good. Fix this drawer. Okay. Okie dokie. So there we are. I got a couple wires holding on. Wires. Got a couple screws. Get my Phillips head screwdriver. And a couple screws in here holding this in at the top. Alright, so we'll just, I think I only did 2 because I've been remodeling this bathroom for a little while, so I didn't, there's 2 in the bottom 2 usually, but I don't think I can put those in because I figured I was probably going to replace this. Now I can't remember what everything looks like behind this fixture, so I'm really hoping I don't gotta redo the wall and all that. And I really hope that the box for it is centrally located over this mirror, because I really don't want to do a bunch of sheetrock work. I did that already in here. And this would be really nice if pulling out this one worked for having the centrally located junction box, wire box, whatever, that I can hook the next one up to. That'd be super nice. Okay, so got the 2 screws off there. Let's see, sometimes once again, it'd be nice if you had like a 3rd arm on this stuff, but let's pull it off here. Oh, when I painted. Okay, so here we go. Here's what we're looking at. Okay, so basically, gotta kind of hold this, and it's kind of heavy. So I wish I had like an arm or something. Yeah. In order to test this, I'm gonna have to pull the tape off, back the screws off, get my tester up here, all while holding this, which is kind of heavy. Like I said, what did I do last time? Because I don't really want to hold this the whole time. Hold on, I think I'm gonna go get a bungee cord or something. Maybe something that'll hold this while I can do this, because this is, I can tell it's gonna be a chore with one hand. So I'll be right back. Okay. Well, I searched all over, managed to find tiny bungee cord and a couple large bungee cords. So, oh, the baby's trying to get in here. No, baby. Oh. So we're gonna try and make that work. So unscrew. I screwed one screw in to hold this thing back up there. Move my chair a little bit closer. I feel like I'm gonna fall off. Okay. There. Now, hopefully, I really wish I could find all these little bungee cords, because it looks like it's gonna fit about right. If I can wrap this around like maybe this here, and maybe into something else, maybe even back up there. Oh. Yes, that would have been nice to have 2, because that looks like it's holding it just about right. So of course it's not gonna fit through there. Oh yeah, that's great. Well, can I trust just that to hold it? No, that'd be asking way too much. Are you serious? This won't fit through there? Let me use the other one. Come on. Of course not. So, if I just let go of this thing, it's not gonna stay. So, gotta find some string or something. I'll be back. Okay, when I was gonna go look for string, I relaxed the thing and it seems to be holding. So, I'm gonna go ahead and try that. It looks kind of precarious, but it's holding. As I say that, it moves. Okay, it's holding. So we'll go ahead and undo this. That tape and a wire nut, which I like to do just because I like to overkill stuff sometimes. Probably don't need to do the wire nut and tape, but you never know. So there's that one. And some white, some black. If it turns out they're live, like power's still coursing through their veins, well, I may have to find that breaker, obviously. But we will hope that that is not the case. That'd be annoying. Moment of truth here. Unscrew this. Okie doke. Handy dandy tester. Hey, let's just see if we got any kind of power kicking off here. It's always nice to be able to put the tester somewhere, but usually you never have a spot. But maybe I can put it right on the computer here and see if these little connections will fit. All right. So, getting nothing. It's a good sign. That means we can probably, I like to do the ground. I like to check them all. Because I don't know about you, but I don't know how electricity really likes to work. I'm sort of like a 1 there for a second. Okay. So we're looking groovy. You know what? That was at 500. Let's just check, just because I like to be paranoid of electricity. Okay, like... What? No, I'm making like 0.6. 0.6. Well, that's not going to kill anyone, that's for sure. Probably can't even feel it. Okay. Okay. Apparently the electricity is off. That's good. Double checking that. If I turn the switch on, turn the switch off. Okay. Power is off. And just because I'm super paranoid, we'll check one final time. I don't know, I've had weird stuff happen with electricity before, so I like to be paranoid about it. Okay, so yes. Pull this off. What is going on here with this tape? Why is it not just coming off here? Okay. Okay. So there we go. Okay, so unwind this. Okay. 3. Unhook the bungees. Being careful. You always gotta really be careful with bungee cord. You never know about those little suckers. Okie doke. I'm gonna put this down real quick. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Down to this plate now. And need my tape measure. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Got a tape measure. Put this mirror in. Sure would be nice if this was pretty much centered on that. 18 inches, 17-ish. Yeah, it's close. It's good enough for not really having pre-planned all that out. So I'm obviously not going to move it for an inch of difference. That would be weird. Okay, undo this ground here. Okay, unscrew this back plate here. Not your typical screws for those, and if I remember, when I did this thing earlier, I had to use these because the other ones have been stripped out. I don't know if they've been in and out so much. But it wasn't really working, so okie doke. Now pull this off, and here's the moment of truth. Even it's just freaky doing that. I don't know why, but electricity and me, I don't know. I once had a junction box that was, it was metal, but I had the power off at the switch. Oh, what is going on here? I had the power off at the switch. I had tester doing all the tested it and stuff like that, and for some reason I shocked myself, and I was like, what's going on here? And I tested the wires, they were all good, and then I put the wire and to the junction box, and I was getting 120, and it was really weird. I was like, where in the world is this electricity coming from? And I couldn't figure it out. I checked wires, there's nothing else touching the box. It was just weird. So since then, I'm a little bit scared of electricity. Does anyone really understand it? Anyway, I'm gonna put this piece away, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Take some coffee. That's good. Good and cold. Okay. Very simple. Junction box, power going in there. Cool. Should be fairly straightforward. So, bungee cords. If I need them, tape measure. Don't need. Okay, so let's open this box right here, and I can tilt down so you guys can see contents here. So got the box open there, and we got all our stuff here. This is LED. Looks pretty cool. Doesn't need actual bulbs, so you can actually see here the LED things. Whatever. And there weren't any reviews here online or anything like that I could really see. It's supposed to be pretty bright, but we'll see. But I guess you can do a dimmer switch with this, which I do not have right now. But I think those are pretty easy to do. I've done those before, but we'll see. I don't think I really need a dimmer switch. So here's the instructions. Blah blah. Okay, so I want to do the mounting plate first. So we unpack the box here. So it's got these cool plastic things that go over. They screw over the LEDs. Probably the dim them. Now I may or may not put these on if it. I don't want like dark fixtures, if you will. So I like it nice and bright. So if it's looking like it's going to be crazy dark, then I won't even put those things on. We'll see though. So I know you can't see, but I'm pulling this junction box out here. So here's this. Here's the piece here. It looks pretty nice. Brushed nickel, which I've been using that a lot when I replace stuff. Trying to figure out what. Okay, so they got this screwed into the back, or screwed into the front here. This, I guess. So looks like I'm gonna have to unscrew that, so then I can mount this and mount this to that. It looks like there's a slight ding in my piece here, which isn't cool. It looked like the box had been opened, so I don't know if someone had used this or what. I hope not. It's kind of noticeable. I mean, you can probably see that right there. It's got, yeah, it comes along, it's got this little ding right there. At any rate, we're gonna have to unscrew the front two pieces here to take the back panel off. So hopefully I won't drop any small pieces while I'm doing this. I have to remember there's a washer, a little plastic washer there too. You can see it, white plastic washer. Probably gonna need to remember that. It's there for a reason, I'm sure. So unscrewing that. Sorry, you can't really see that well. Unscrewing, taking the washer off. Maybe. Try not to lose those. I'm gonna put them on my handy dandy shelving unit over here. Okay, there's one. And do the other one here. It'd be nice if you guys could see, huh? So, doing that. Taking the washer off. Okay. I'm gonna put this down real quick. Switch hands. Okay. Put those up on the handy dandy shelving unit. And we're back. We're in business. I think I can just pull this plate off now. Yes, I can. Okay. So usually when you do these things, first things first, I'm going to install the plate. So usually goes something like this. And then you probably want these at a straight up and down angle, so that, let's see here, so this is straight up and down here. So we screw things into the holes behind there appropriately so that works. Alright, so I'm assuming because the holes stay. Okay. Yeah. So the holes are top and bottom here. So when you flip this around, and actually I think you can do this two ways. I think you can do it this way, and I believe you can also do it this way. I kind of prefer this way because I think it looks cool. Now these LEDs look pretty cool. I didn't even realize that, but they got little protective plastic things on them and stuff. They look really neat. We'll see how bright they are. So it's got the packet of stuff in here. Release. It's Got the 2 wires, white with white, black with black. This stuff's pretty basic, I think. We've done a couple of these. If not, that's what this video is for. So, I don't know, I recommend you read the instructions, I guess. Even though I really don't unless I get into a bind. So, we got a... Am I missing a nut? No, it's in there, okay. There's 2 little bolts, a couple of nuts, and 3 wire, what are those called? Just wire nuts. Thank you. Okay, so I want to put it in like this. So I'm going to have to mount. I'm going to have to screw this thing in first. Okay, so let's see. I'm looking at this. Go slightly in. It's slightly going into the wall a little bit. I don't know if you can see. Just a little bit. And so I'm like, should I put a little shim under here to make it flush? Is it gonna matter at all, or it's just a hair? It's like flush would be probably like 1/8 of an inch. No, I probably should, because it seems like if I have that and I don't, it's probably going to be weird. So, yeah. Let's see, I'm trying to just think, would it mess it up at all? And I'm also trying to think, do I have any shims anywhere? Every time I go to Home Depot, I'm like, I need to buy some more shims, because it seems like you always need those things and you never have them unless you never have them when you want them. And then when you need them, you know how it is. But let's see. Thought I might have a shim around here somewhere. I got some cardboard from this box. Maybe cardboard shim will work. Just put a little bit of cardboard like right here, maybe. Fold it over that. A couple pieces. That would be sufficient, I think. Yeah, that's what we'll do. So we're just gonna rip a couple pieces of cardboard off this box here. I don't know if this is professional or not, but who cares? It's what works, right? So, a couple lengths, that's probably about 1/8. And we'll just fold it over. And half of it we can go behind. Half of it will go right there. And that should give us that 1/8 of an inch or so that we need. Which is gonna, there we go. Yeah, okay. That's better, I think. I'm gonna put some more. I'm gonna put it like right. Move it to like right there, I think. There we go. Okay. Alrighty then. So, I think that's taken care of it. Once we screw those both in, we'll be good. So, I think. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Okay, when I was getting out of my chair, I hit a power button on the wall, and I can't remember if that one's off or on. So, if you're ever in doubt, please check to make sure. You really don't want to get electrocuted. It's not fun. This stuff's pretty nasty. Okay. Apparently we're still groovy. Okay. So we will screw this into the wall. They gave us some screws. I think I was using the screws that I had for a reason, because this junction box has been used so frequently that they're kind of stripped out. So I was using these sheetrock screws. and they seem to do the trick for the last one. I'm gonna make sure these, well, I'll get them kind of in there, and then I'll go ahead and line it up and then finish it off the rest of the way. Wiring still scares me even though I know it's off. Okay. And let's do this one here. Okay, before we tighten that all the way down, just want to make sure that we're pretty much, you know, yeah. I'm gonna get a level because it's kind of critical that these are straight up and down, so I didn't get a level, so I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Got this level here. So just want to make sure that this lines up nice and level. All right. Just about perfect, which is good enough. Now, let's see here. This plate. Oh, you know what? I want it to be kind of. I have to recheck that. I want it to be up on that, around the plate as much as possible, around the blue junction box. I want the plate to be on that as much as possible. And that was off of that a little bit. Okay, that's about as much as it's going to be, I think. Still looking pretty level. Hold that and we'll just tighten it up. It's not going anywhere. Pretty level. This wire's like right in the middle. Okay, still pretty level, so good enough there. Good enough. Just looks like that's not. Looks like maybe I need more thing down there. As far as shim or whatever to keep it from, I don't know. Let's see. We'll put this up on there. We'll see how flush or whatever that needs to really be. This is the fun part. Fun part is wiring these while you're holding it with one hand. So junction box should fit right over there. It should be about right. So what I like to do with these, a lot of them come with the ground wire, right? Ground. I dropped a screw somewhere. Okay, anyway, the ground goes to right here, right? Freaking me out here. Stay over there. So what I like to do with these, when I'm installing these back out the ground. Okay. So I like to wrap it around the ground. As you can see, this thing will balance just by the ground wire. And you can do all your wiring like that. You can do all your wiring. Wiring this up the black to the black, white to the white, ground to the ground. You can do all that while it's hooked up to the ground. Let's see, how am I going to do this into the... Oh, maybe I should look at the instructions. Is it necessary to hook your ground to this ground? Probably. Okay, so does that mean this has got to be here and this attached to that? Directions here. What do they got? 5 fixture ground wire. Fixture ground wire. We don't really have a whole lot. That to that, that to that. No, it just looks like they have this for like a 2-wire kind of setup. Doesn't even look like they have a ground. Oh wait. Black goes in there, white goes in there. The ground on this schematic, whatever, the ground 5 fixture ground wire. Yeah, it just goes right to the plate, so I don't know if we need to be hooked to this and then to the ground here. Maybe we could do that. So I don't know if this is legit or not, but it seems like if this is the ground, and it is, like hooking to this is good. And then, so we're hooked to that, pretty good. Now, we'll hook to this as well. So, we'll wrap it around it. And this stuff is really fun to do with one hand. If you hadn't noticed, it's super fun. Everyone should do this. Okay. So, holding that, screwing in the ground, hopefully, yeah, it's gonna, all right. So, I don't want to just let go of this thing, I want to kind of let it dangle gently. Okay, cool. So there we sit with the ground. Get the white and the black wires out. They always, for some reason, they never come twisted. I like to twist them before I twist them together with the heavier gauge wire. So straighten them out and then twist it up. Now these are just as simple as black to black, white to white. Already got the, yeah, I'm just going to use the wire nuts that I already had. There's no reason to use the ones they have, and the ones I have are fine. So I want to wire, I'm going to bend these down so it gives me, so they're closer to the wires that I want to wire to. Okay, we'll do black first here. So put them together, and then you put the wire nut on there. So I like to get them lined up, right, like that, and just put the wire nut on there and screw them together. And there we go. It's pretty tight. Do the other one. So line them up. Maybe even start a little turn on it. Put that wire nut on there. I like to hold them, sometimes it backs it up. Put the other wire nut on there, tighten it down. Don't have to get ridiculously tight. Now, like I said, I'm kind of paranoid of wiring, so I like to do wire nut and then I like to do tape too, just to eliminate any possibility of getting that the wire like touching each other, because it just makes me don't like to think about that. Let's see. So we'll get some tape off here if I can find the end. Here we go. Hoping this will be a nice light here. Let's see. We'll go ahead and wrap it around there. Okay. Right. And go to the wire itself. Like a couple there. And good. Knife needs to be sharpened. Oh, there we go. So wire nut and tape. I don't know. I don't even know if I read this anywhere. I just like to do it myself. I like the wire nuts and I like the tape, and so I figure what's a little overkill among friends. You know, it's gonna keep it any chance of it becoming exposed, basically. So that's what I like to do. It's just a preference. Okie doke. So finish that. Press that down. That's nice. Okay. Now, all this stuff needs to kind of get pushed back into the junction box, if you will. I'm assuming, oh boy. Well, I'm assuming these are the correct length. Hopefully, we'll see. Sometimes when you do these, you need to adjust them. I believe they can be adjusted. I didn't even check before I screwed that in there. We'll see. We'll hopefully that's the case. So here we go. As you're doing this, you kind of want to push the wiring kind of back into the junction box, which can sometimes be a chore. A lot of times stuff's pretty stiff, right? So kind of around it like that, push it up in there, and then we'll try and like this here. Alright. What's going on here? Okay. Well, I can push it in all the way. Is it because... Oh. Okay, so... Man. Like all these, like some scratching on there, looks like. Like the brush... Whoa. Looks like the brush nickel is scratched a little bit here. I don't know what's up with that. No, basically, there's this... I don't know if you can see it, but there's this LED thing right here. And so it looks... What the... No. Looks like there's a screw missing. They give me like a used one or something. There's a screw missing here. It's supposed to be securing this down to the inside rather. It's held on the other side, but it looks like there's one missing from this side. At any rate, these things, I think I'm gonna have to push them in to the actual junction box because they are, with this LED thing, I think it was taking up too much room, so it wasn't allowing me to push it all the way up against the wall like I wanted to. So they went in there pretty nice. Alright. Now, that's pretty good. Check for level here. It's a little bit off. Well, I guess not. It just looked like a hair off. No, what the? This actually looks higher over here and lower over here. It says it's level. This box is almost like the whole back part here is not quite level with that, and I wonder, it doesn't really look like it's moving. It's not going anywhere. I'm not sure how it's adhering to that, but now I got another problem. These are only so long. And they're sticking out a ways, so it's like I can't flush mount to the wall. I think I need to pull this off again. And see if I can screw those into the bracket. Wait. I was thinking maybe I could just get some pliers and see if I can screw them in. I don't want to mess up the heads too much. Let me get some pliers. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I got these needle nose pliers here, so I'm going to pull this off, grip it halfway down the threads because I don't want to mess up the threads at the end here. See if I can screw it into the plate, the wall mounting plate or whatever it's called. Okay. Carefully. See what I'm talking about? These might be able to screw back a little bit. Doesn't look like it's moving. No, it's not. Blast. Why did they do that? Like, seems like if this is mounted flush to the wall, then these screws should be adjusted properly where when you put on these little things, that it'll pull it flush to the wall. Like, why wouldn't it be pre-done like that? No. I really don't want to do this, but if these don't go into there, I don't want to take the plate off. I guess I could. And then I could see if I can unscrew that. And the problem is I'm thinking holding this thing like the whole time because I already wired it. Which is pretty annoying. But I couldn't even turn it with my vice grips or vice grips pliers. So let's see. Coming from the back. Let's see. This should. Doesn't look like it's turning at all. So I don't know if those are like welded. They're screws, so I'm assuming they screw in there. Oh man. There's another option here. I could take a Dremel and just cut a little bit off of that. But then I'd probably have to undo all the wiring and all that. I'm holding it this whole time, so let's try this. Man. It's frustrating. I just don't know why I wouldn't just make it. You need to do all this stuff. Holding this, it's not really super heavy, but it's not crazy light either. I'm just holding this like this whole time. Now I'm trying to think. How am I going to hold that? Okay. They are little screws. Which is good. Looks like I can back it out, but now I'm holding this plate here. I need like another arm. There's nothing to hook it to. Come on. Okay. Have an idea. Okay, so if you're... I have a sink below us here. You can't see it, but I do. And I got this box resting on the sink. So what I'm going to try and do, take everything out of the sink. Everything out of the sink. Take everything out of the box, which were the things that attach to this. Maybe tilt the box upright. Maybe, just maybe it'll be long enough to hold it. Probably not. No. I don't understand when they make stuff like this. It's like, come on, people. How hard is it to have those screws the appropriate length already set up? So it'll flush mount to the wall. I don't understand that. It just seems like common sense to me. Okay, so we got this box resting. I just need some slack here. Oh, looks like there's some slack. Okay, I think I can kind of rest this on this box. Kind of. Not really. Ah, this is frustrating. This is kind of on the box, but kind of not. If I could get the box. Ooh, that won't work. It is. It's staying. Stay. Okay. I don't know if you can see this, what I was doing here. So I got this box set up on the sink, holding this. Yeah, I know. Sometimes you have to make do, right? Okay. So this plate, it's got these screws here. Looks like I can back them out that way. And they should stay, and then I can screw those other ones into there in the front. So I just need to back them that way a little bit. And I don't know why. Why you wouldn't have it that way. Lefty loosey, right? Righty, tighty, lefty loosey. That's not a good angle. Kidding me, right? I don't know if they just super tighten this in there. Did they weld it in there? Okay. Just super tight. Okay, I'm backing it out. Yeah, it is screwed, so I'm gonna back it out like an 1/8. I don't know if you can see that. Backing it out an 1/8. It's threaded, so it's not going anywhere. Now I need to get this one. Man, good night. Man. That's really on there. Man, I can't. This screwdriver is like stripping away here. Okay. So that's not really working. I'm gonna get a pair of vice grips. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Pair of vice grips here. Normally I recommend using the correct tool for stuff like this, which would be a Phillips head screwdriver, but it's in there so much it's like stripping it out. Fortunately, there's a little bit where I can grip it, so I'm trying to use these vice grips to grip it and turn it, hopefully. Oh yeah, nice. Sometimes you just gotta use another tool. So back it out a little bit with the vice grips. I just could not get any purchase. Well, it's not the greatest of angles in the world anyway. I couldn't get any purchase at all. Like you can probably see, like I did back it up a little bit, right? I thought I did, maybe I didn't. Wow. I thought I turned it. Maybe I didn't. No, I did. Why didn't it turn with the... Okay. I'm thinking it should be easier now, hopefully. Okay, so I want to back both of these out. I was looking at that. Man, this angle is just horrible. I'm back both of them out about maybe a 1/4 of an inch. Because I'd rather do it too much than have to take this all off and do it again, because those little front decorative pieces, I'm trying to make it even. This doesn't matter a ton. Okay. Those little front decorative pieces, they'll hold it on there. So here goes. Yeah, put this back on there. So now we're going all this stuff. So get back out of there. Let's see. And this easy, right? So now I kind of need that whole third arm thing. I'm going to try and hold all this, reach over here, get a screw started. Reach over here, get my screwdriver. Man. Start screwing this one in. Man. Okay. Put screwdriver here. I got my other screw. Oh man. Okay, so I'm trying to hold it. Back this out just a hair. Trying to hold this while getting that in the proper spot. It's just no. Almost dropped my screwdriver. That would have been bad. And come on. Trying to line this up to where I can get this other screw in here. And it's not cooperating at all. Come on. Okay. Try to screw that in a little bit. If someone ever invents like a third arm, the handyman's third arm or something like that, they're gonna be rich. Okay, this. While I was doing that though, the grounding wire came unwrapped here. Try and wrap it back up there. There we go. Okay, now. Okay, so we got this back. Okay, so I'm trying to make sure that that's, once again, on the whole plate. I'm going to rely on the grounding wire once again to hold it. Please hold. Okay. Hold this. Make this one pretty tight. Okay. Man, sometimes it does that. Locks up. Okay, moving my box. Make it level again, I hope. Okay, that's actually really good, I think. So I'm just going to do this bottom just a hair. Does it seem like it needs to be? Sometimes you just gotta eyeball stuff. Okay. Screw this one in if I can. Alright. I got it tight here. Okay. Now, let's try this again. Man, just seems like some of the stuff, they make it a lot harder than it needs to be, I swear. Okay, so wiring behind there, hopefully. That's another thing, when you're pushing this stuff on there, you hope like the wiring is being good before you get back there. Oh man. Oh. Okay, so this will be flush with the wall. There. That one. Okay. So I think check this. Man. really. It looks like the back needs to go like this to be level. I want it to be low. I guess still more. All right. Okay. And pair more. Wow. I'm looking at this right. Because this looked. Okay. It says the back is level. But I'm looking at these, and this bar does not look level. Whoa. Well, I guess it kind of is though. Okay. So we put these little plastic parts on there. Right? Washers or whatever they are. Put those back on. And we'll screw these little things on there, hopefully. Hopefully. I think I'm on there, maybe. Oh no. So, I'm not left-handed, so I'm holding this. Okay. There we go. Trying to hold this with your good hand while you're screwing with your bad hand. Not ideal, right? This little grommet thing here, little washer's not making me happy. Maybe I'll put in this one first then. I'm not gonna over tighten that, I'm just gonna do it with my hand. Okay, so mayhaps I screwed the top in a little bit too much. I was gonna try and back it out a little bit more here. I am excited to see how bright this thing will be. So, there goes. Get this thing screwed on there. Put that on. Screw this on. Just gonna hand tighten them. Okay. Okay. So, I think that's done. Shall we turn on the light just to see if it works here? Oh. Oh, that's pretty nice. It's nice and bright. I like that. All right. So, you can see, I'll turn off the other light here. So you can see, that's just from the window right there, but I'll turn these on. Whoa, that's pretty bright. Whoa, yeah, you don't really want to look at that. All right, so it's got these boxes with shades in there. How these look. So here we go. Look pretty nice, I think. Let's see here. I believe. Okay, it looks like this goes up there. And then it looks like this thing here actually, looks like it holds it in there. So you can see this is threaded in here, maybe, the threads here. So I guess this actually holds that whole piece on there. Thread this on there. Having some issues here apparently. Really? Like, I'm not really sure what's going on here. What? No. Blinking blue blazes. Oh. It's not really threaded, it's got partial threads. It looks like it is threaded though. But it looks like you can push it up almost on the sides. It looks like it's threaded though, come on. It's just, it's annoying because it's coming to the threads don't go all the way around on the inside. So when you come to the inside there, it's banging against the threads instead of continuing to, I don't want to really torque down on this. This is weird. Hold on a minute. Let me see if the instructions say anything at all about this because okay. Slide the glass shade 9 into the glass holder 13 and secure by screwing glass shade fastener 10 onto glass holder 13. Repeat steps for remaining glass shades. Okay, that's what it says to do. I'm doing the right thing here. But for some reason, it's going to that point. And maybe that's all the further it needs to go. But it's going to that point, and then it's stopping. I don't know why they didn't thread. This isn't threaded all the way around. And neither is that. And I don't know why they didn't do that. Let me see if it'll work. Seriously right now? These things are not going in smooth at all. I'm like, that's like at the end that I can really do. It's not holding it flush, as you can tell. It's not in there flush. And I cannot tighten the stupid thing down anymore. I don't want to break it. I mean, obviously, it's like, this is, I don't know, this doesn't seem cool. Look at this. Yeah, so I get, okay, well this one worked just fine. Why is that other one not working? Like this one screwed right in there. That's how it should be. This one's doing it over here too. It's like there's something wrong. with the threads here. It like it's hitting on something. This works here. Works here. It's too good. This one, it's hitting on something. And there's this big piece of, like, I don't know, this is all made out of like solder or something. Where the joints were soldered or something. It's like, it goes so far. And it's hitting. Right there. It's hitting. So, you know, you probably can't even see it, but I'm trying to screw this thing on here. It's stinking hitting right there. And yes, it is. It's hitting that piece of solder. This piece of solder right here on the threads. It's not on the other one. It's not on here. It's a big piece of solder sticking out right there. And I wonder if it's the same thing here. I'm trying to unscrew this one, if I can. It should not be that firm. Like, put a decent amount of torque on this thing. And I don't think it should be like that at all. This is, I mean, this should just screw right on there. But it's all going on at a funny angle. And then, again, I'm getting to like here, and it's hitting something. This is, I don't know if it's hitting the solder here on the back side, maybe. This is not cool though. You shouldn't, I'll try another one. But you shouldn't screw something like this in, right? So one works and another doesn't. You really? There's a little bit of a thing here, maybe? There's a little piece of, I don't know, inside there's some plastic in here. Looks like it's stuck from, left over from a mold or something. Really? Like, this is a nice looking light here, but there's been a couple things with this. Like I'm trimming this thing with my knife. I think that maybe that was sticking as I was screwing it in. But really, should you have to do this kind of thing? I'll see if I take this piece off. There. Also, as I'm threading the stuff up in there, part of this stuff, whatever it's made of, is kind of flaking off. It almost looks like it's lead. It's flaking off into the inside here. So I'm going to try and screw this in again and see if it was just this one or what. This doesn't want to start really well. Yeah, like this one, I don't know. I'm having some. Okay, it works here on this one. So maybe I just need to mix and match until I can get one that works on each one. If you're gonna do this, I guess this one's not. I will recommend trying to get, making sure before you put the shades on that you get these things. See, look at that. What is going on here? these things hold the shades on, so they're kind of necessary, but you can see, like, these things are just stopping. Yeah. Yeah. Like, almost force the issue here, but what is going on here?
There's some bread. Yeah.
Okay. I'll eat it later, love.
Okay. I'll put it on the counter.
Okay. So, you can hear it. It's hitting something. I'm looking like, what is going on here? I'm not really happy with this right now. Like, I'm trying to figure out, I can feel on both of these, instead of having the threads go all the way around this thing, it flattens out right here on front and back, and there's like it's like where they join them together. And then there's a piece of solder in there that's really just keeping this from being screwed in. It gets to right there and it's hitting on the solder. These two are working, which is cool. But I just took this one which worked there over to here. First of all, these things don't seem to start very well. Okay. I can't even get this one on there. Pretty sure this is an operator error, like. So I'll take the one that I had over there, see if I can screw it onto this one over here. Like, it's still hitting stuff, but it's going on. This? No, it's not. It's sticking right there. And this, getting right there, and it's doing the same thing. It's hitting on the soldered, or however it's done, the seams of this piece right here. These are hitting on the seams, so when I try to screw it in, it's just hitting on those. So, for this review right now, everything else was okay, I guess. It looked like there was a screw missing inside of there. It looks really nice. It puts out a lot of nice light, which I like. It's LED, but man, this is definitely a design defect here where they didn't test it to make sure that those would screw on all the way. So I'm not really happy about this right now, but I think I'm gonna have to Dremel these pieces that are sticking out in the joints. Why should I have to do that? This is like a brand new light fixture. I'm gonna have to do that to the back side of this one and the front side, I think, and then definitely the front side here to make this work. So yeah, I will make a second video to this, hopefully with the finished product after I Dremel and all that. Nice looking light. Puts out some nice light, but this is a definite design defect. And the missing screw in there, not okay. Come on, people. Okay, I'll be back with a second video on this one later. Thanks for watching. Right now, I don't know if I really want to turn this thing back in because I like the look of it, but at the same time, if you buy something new like this, you shouldn't have to work on it to make stuff work. So anyway, thanks for watching. I will do the second video for the full install, I guess, later. So if you like, subscribe, whatever, cool. If not, cool. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.